Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you guys are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. As you guys can see from the title, this is another story time, okay? Ooh, grab your popcorns and let's get it on the road. Now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This is a continuation series. Like I say in all my other series videos, I'm going to leave all the other videos in the description box down below if you're new to the channel. Check that out, then come back and watch this, or you're gonna be very confused as to what happened. I ain't gonna lie. This story time about to be a little crazy. So I need some wine. If you guys are wondering what's in my glass, don't worry about what's in my glass.
I think people need to mind their own business. I don't care if it was heroin in my cup. It's in my cup. You.
Yes, no, I'm just kidding. But if you guys are worried about what's in my glass, this is some Taylor Port and some Stella Rose. This is Stella Rose blueberry. Blueberry. This is blueberry. It's pretty good. I like it. I need some wine for this story time, y'all. So we're about to get straight into it. If you are not subscribed to the channel, you already know what to do. If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. You know, go ahead and check out the rest of the content. And if you like it, subscribe. Let's get straight into it. So, all right, y'all. So, the last time that I left off with this story time, I told you guys that Amanda ended up beatboxing Ashton's face because Ashton did not want to move out the way because Ashton was standing in front of my car and I told her to move out the way. And she did not want to move out the way. Now, remember I told you guys the story time about how Ashton's friends pulled up on Bozo and stuff like that because I wanted to give you guys kind of like an introduction to Ashton's friends. In this story time, we're about to get back into the story time about how I met Ashton for the first time in person. Not really the first time in person because I feel like I've seen Ashton before that, but like this was the first time that I met Ashton in person when like everything went down with me pulling up to the church. Like this is when everything went down, right? We're about to kick off right where we left off. Oh, boom. And if you guys are wondering where my hair is from, because I already know the comments is about to be like, oh my god, I have a video coming soon. It should be up. I don't know if it's up or not, but if it's not up, it's coming soon. And I'm going to put the YouTube video in the description box when it's up, by the time it's up, or probably in the comments, because everybody's been asking about this hair. And honestly, y'all, this is not a wig review. This is not a sponsored video. Now the wig was sponsored, but this is not a sponsored video. But I'm here to let you guys know this is the best curly wig that I've ever had in my life. I can't look, bro. Come on, fuck is you talking about? Like, what? Let me stop playing. But yeah, let me get into the story time because I'm getting off topic. But if you guys are wondering where the hair is from, I am going to have it in the comment section or in the description box down below. So let's get straight back into it. Basically, at this point in time, Amanda then beatboxed Ashton's face in. Remember I told you Ashton is now crying. Like, you could tell that Ashton was pissed, y'all. Like, Ashton was mad pissed. Like, she was crying. And she was like, I don't even know you. Like, that's what she just kept yelling. Like, she was like, I don't even know you. Because y'all remember, Amanda did not know Ashton at all. All Amanda knew was that I did not like Ashton. She didn't even know why I didn't like Ashton. So, Ashton is literally like, I don't even know you. Like, da-da-da. And she starts screaming at me. She's like, Irene, you put your friend up to this. You put your friend up to this. Da-da-da, you put your friend up to this. And I'm looking at Ashton like, no, I didn't. Like, I realized, and you know, if I was Ashton, I could kind of understand why she would feel like I put Amanda up to this, because like, she don't know Amanda, and all of a sudden Amanda punched her in her face, and me and her are the only one, like, I'm the only common denominator out of the whole group that has beef with her. Of course I could understand why she would think this, but all jokes aside, y'all, like I said in the last story time, I did not tell Amanda to do this at all. Like, I did not tell Amanda to do this. This was not a part of the plan. Like I said, Amanda was just a firecracker and she just liked to fight. So she saw that opportunity and she took it. My friend Busted Back is holding Amanda back and stuff like that. And I know you guys in the comment section was like, I can't believe you're calling her Busted Back. Y'all, I call her Busted Back because if you guys know B King made a song called Busted Back though. Hey, Busted Back though. And that was her favorite song. So that's why I named her Busted Back. That was like her most favorite song by B King. She used to play that song 24/7. So that's why I named her Busted Back, because I know some of y'all were like, oh my God, why you call her Busted Back? But yeah, So it's going crazy, like it's going down, like it's going down now. It's chaotic, mind you. Busted Back is holding back Amanda. She's trying to hold her back. Amanda's like putting up her gang signs. Remember I told you guys Amanda was in a gang. Amanda was like, yeah, that's how we do it, like da da da. Like she's like, if you got a problem with any of my bitches, you're getting yours, yeah, da da da. Like she's just screaming. Mind you, she's screaming at Ashton. Ashton's screaming at me. Like Ashton not even looking at Amanda's way, and she was like, mind you, Ashton's crying. She was like, you're fucking weak, Irene. You're fucking weak. Like she's literally calling me weak. And I'm like, you should have just moved out the way. Like I'm telling her straight up, I'm like, you should have just moved out the way. I said, you wanted an issue with me from the beginning. You didn't think that it would end up like this. And y'all, I kid you not, Amanda punched Ashton hard. Like she punched her hard. So I'm already knowing like that had to hurt. You know, it was just a lot. So Ashton gets in her car, mind you. There's people, remember I told you guys the kickback got shut down, but people were still coming and going because like my friend did not go on the internet and say, oh, this kickback was shut down or anything. And even if she did go on the internet and say that, I'm pretty sure more people would have still pulled up on some like, we still gonna go see about it. So people were still coming in and out. Like it wasn't just us outside. It was like I'm gonna say a good amount of like 10 to 15 people outside witnessed what happened. No, I was just about to say nobody recorded. No, somebody recorded it. Like somebody recorded the video. Like it was bad. Like people seeing what happened. And a couple of Ashton's, I'm not gonna say Ashton's friends, I'm gonna say one of Ashton's acquaintances was outside when it happened. So she seen it, and y'all, like I said, this shit happened quick. So Ashton gets so angry and she gets in her car and she drives off. Like she almost, mind you, I'm outside my car now. Oh, I kid you not, she almost ran me over the way she drove off. It's like she was trying to purposely hit me with her car. Like she swerved that bitch, and like I moved out the way because I was like, damn bitch, like bitch, don't hit me now because now you're gonna have more problems than one. You know, if I survive this hit, I'm gonna hit you. This point in time, she drives off. Like she skirts off, she drives off. So I'm just looking at Amanda, and I was just about to tell Amanda, like, why'd you do that? Like, I was just about to confront her and be like, why'd you do that? Because I know you guys were so confused as to why, like, I did not want Amanda to do that. Y'all, I just knew that it was just gonna fall back on me. Like I just knew that at the end of it all, I was gonna be the one that was gonna have to pay for everything that she did. I knew she wasn't gonna have to pay for shit because they didn't know this girl at all. Like I knew it was just gonna be me at the end of it all. So like, yeah, of course I wanted to know why she did that. Like, so I was just like, why'd you do that? So she's like, nah, da da. Before she could even get her mouth out, remember I told you guys that Ashton's acquaintance witnessed what happened. So we're gonna name her, what we gonna name this girl? We're gonna name her Cynthia, okay? I'm over here asking Amanda. I'm like, Amanda, why'd you do that? Like, you know, like I'm just questioning her. We hear like screaming. Like when I say we hear screaming, bitch, I said, damn, who's screaming? I look, like mind you, we all three look like we stopped talking. Cynthia going in, mind you, I went to school with Cynthia. Like me and Cynthia, we were cool. Like I was cool with Cynthia. We didn't have no beef. Like we were cool. So, mind you, Cynthia's an underclassman. So, she's screaming, like, she going a mile a minute. Like, she's like, Irene, you know that shit was weak as fuck. Like, she's going off on me. She was like, I really fuck with you, but you know that shit was weak. You know that shit was weak, Irene. You know that shit was weak. Y'all, I already told y'all who I had on my team. Bitch, I had Amanda. So, Amanda started walking up towards her. I'm like, oh, God. So, mind you... Kid you not, y'all. Amanda was like, what was weak? What? I'm talking about Amanda didn't put her hand up, y'all. Mind you, when Cynthia was yelling at me, it looked like Cynthia was with one of her friends. And one of her friends was in the car. Cynthia was in the passenger side. Cynthia stood up out of her car and was like yelling at me from the girl's car, like on the passenger side. Like she still had the door open. She was leaning on the door and she was like, you know that's weak. You know what y'all did was weak. Da da da. Like she was like, so mind you, she's like, she's a good amount of distance away from us. Like she's more so towards the very front of my best friend's house. We're like in the middle of the street. So Amanda's walking up, like have her hand up, and she was like, what was weak? Say it again. Say it again. So Busted Back is trying to pull Amanda, but Amanda is literally going like that. Like every time Busted Back pulls her, Amanda is literally like cocking back, like cocking her shoulders back, like don't touch me. So She was like, I'm not talking to you. And she was like, but you talking to Irene. So the girl is like, but I'm not talking to you. She's like, but you're talking to Irene. So the girl was like, Irene, you know I fuck with you. Like Cynthia. She's like, Irene, you know I fuck with you, but that was weak. Like you really had your friends hit Ashton. Gotta remind you, remember I told you guys, Amanda not African. She's African American. Busted Back, I think Busted Back was African, but I think Busted Back was half and half. Yeah, she was half and half because Busted Back definitely used to speak Swahili to my mom. Yeah, she used to talk to my mom and stuff. Yeah, so Busted Back, she was African, but she was half and half. I don't think she was fully African. So like they're not really a part of the African community like that. The girl Cynthia was African. So basically Cynthia already knew like all the drama that was going on social media with me and Ashton and the other girl that I pulled up on church. Like she knew everything. She basically was just on some like, if you had an issue with Ashton from Twitter, like you should have handled it. Like you out of line for getting your friend to handle it. I'm trying to talk to Cynthia and let Cynthia know Amanda would slap you. Like I'm not saying that shit like on some like, oh, like don't play with my friend, she'll slap you. I'm telling you like just dead the situation, because like I can't control this girl if she cock her fist back and punch you too. Like stop talking about it. So I'm telling her that. And she's like, mind you, while I'm trying to tell her she's gonna hit you, like stop talking about it, she's like trying to talk over me, and Amanda's walking up towards her more and more. Amanda got in her face and was like, okay, I did it, what? So mind you, at this point Cynthia's like doing this in Amanda's face, like move. So Cynthia's like, get the fuck out of my face, I'm not talking to you. And then Amanda was like, but I'm talking to you, I did it. She was like, fuck Irene. Like she's screaming fuck Irene. She's like, fuck Irene, Irene didn't do it, I did it. So what? Like what? Like if you got an issue, what? So Cynthia was like, I'm gonna tell you again, get the... Before Cynthia even finished her sentence, Amanda, bow. So they get the fighting. And I don't even want to call that a fight, because Cynthia did not get one hit in. Like, not on no funny shit. And I'm not saying that shit to like hype up Amanda, because I'm not even friends with, like I said before, I wasn't even friends with Amanda like that even then. But like Cynthia did not get one hit in. Like Amanda beat her up so badly to the point where Cynthia landed in the car. Like she was outside the car, she landed inside the car. Like Amanda literally was inside the car and she was like punching her head like bah bah, bitch I said, and mind you, she screamed, she said, bitch I said shut up, bitch I said shut up. Like she just punching her. So at this point I'm like, oh my god, like y'all, like it was too much. It was way too much. Busted Back trying to pull Amanda hand. Amanda keep doing this. Mind you, Amanda's really strong. Like she's a very strong girl and I don't know funny shit. Like Amanda keep going like that, like trying to get from underneath Busted Back. I'm telling Amanda to stop. Cynthia's screaming, y'all. Like Cynthia's trying to fight back, but like it just was no match. Like it was no match. Like this is a gang member versus a very prissy girl. Like let's just, you know, like what, let's keep it a buck. Like it was just no match. It was no match. It's chaotic. The girl in the driver's seat is yelling, get the fuck out of my car with that, because Amanda's literally damaging the girl's car. Like she's punching her all over the place inside the car. Like she's kicking her. It's a lot. Like she's beating her ass type shit. And Cynthia's screaming, get the fuck off of me. So Cynthia ends up grabbing Amanda's hair. So at this time when Cynthia grabbed Amanda's hair, Amanda was trying to hit, but like, you know, it was hard for Amanda to see what was going on because Amanda was like this at this point. And Cynthia's literally like, Amanda's on top of her. So Cynthia's grabbing her hair. So Amanda don't see what she doing. So she go boom from the side, but she end up missing. She end up hitting her hand on like one of the dashboards really hard. So she was like, ah, like, so the girl is still screaming. The girl who was in the driver's seat is still screaming, get out of my car. Like she's screaming at Amanda. So Amanda was like, mind you, Amanda's head is down and she's talking shit. She was like, bitch, shut your ass up. Bitch, tell your friend to stop holding my motherfucking hair. She was like, yeah, ho. Yeah, like, you know I won. That's why you gotta hold my hair. So at this point, I'm screaming at Cynthia. I'm like, let go of her hair. She's like, nah, like, I'm not letting go, da-da-da. I'm like, let go of her hair. Like, not even let go of her hair on like, oh, y'all need to fight again. But like, this is, it's too much now. Like, it's gotten out of hand. Like, let go of her hair. She's like, nah, I'm not letting go of her hair. I'm not letting go. So it gets to the point where we start pulling Amanda. Like me and Busted Back is pulling Amanda's body, and we're like trying to like, and Busted Back's taking Cynthia's hand and trying to like pull Cynthia's hand. So like it's a tug and they finally let go. So they both, so Cynthia lets go of Amanda's hair, and Amanda takes her leg and she punched, like she took her, I don't want to say punch because you can't punch with your leg, but she took her leg, not her hand, her leg, and she like basically like kicked her inside the car, like kicked her like in her stomach inside the car, to the point, because mind you, when they let go, like at first they were laying down like this right there, right there, the driver, but when they let go, like Cynthia basically came up and like Amanda hurried up and she took a step back and she kicked her back down. So Cynthia went back down and she was like, you dumbass. And so she walked, Amanda starts walking to my car. Cynthia's like, Irene, like, you're gonna pay for this, like, you're gonna pay. And I'm just looking like, why y'all keep calling my name? Like, first Ashton did yell my name and said something about this situation and said that it's my fault. Now you're here saying that I'm gonna pay for this. Like, I don't have control over this girl. Like, why do y'all keep calling my name? Like, it was just weird. So I was just like, I didn't do nothing. And she was like, yeah, you're gonna pay. Like, you're gonna pay. Like, she's adjusting her clothes and she was like, yeah. She's like, I hope it was worth it, Irene. I hope it was worth it. The driver is like talking shit to me. Like, she's talking shit. Like, the driver's like, you're weak. You're weak. I told the driver, I said, bitch, we can fight now. Like, don't fucking come up here talking about some, I'm weak. I'm weak. Like, you don't even know me. Like, you don't know me. So I told the driver, I was like, bitch, we can fight now. Why the driver gonna get out the car and start trying to run up on me? Mind you, by the time this happened, guys were already like at the scene, like telling us, hey, chill, like trying to like, you know, tell Amanda and them to chill when they were fighting. So it was already like a couple of guys, like about 3 guys at the scene. So the driver get out the seat and she was like, you're weak as fuck. That don't mind you. The driver, I did not know her like that, but I knew she was another African girl. So I knew that she seen the drama that was going on with me and all this stuff. So I knew that like she knew about like what was going on with me on Twitter and stuff like that. So she basically was like, you're weak. You got your friends fighting your battles because your weak ass can't fight your own battles. And I said, how about me and you fight? Like, you over here want to call me weak? Like, me and you can duke it out right now. So she ran up on me. And that situation was just funny because I'm just looking at her like, you let Amanda whoop this girl's ass in your car and you didn't do nothing about it. All you was worried about was your car. Like, she literally kept screaming, get the fuck out my car. Like, she kept screaming that over and over again. But you want to sit and try to run up on me. Why you didn't jump in and fight Amanda? I mean, you would have got beat up. You know you would have got beat up. Everything to me was just looking like people was talking but was not really saying much. Like, you want to sit here and call me weak, but you could have really got your one in, but you knew that me and Busted Back probably would have jumped in and jumped you. You see that guys are here standing in between me and you. Now you trying to run up on me. Like, come on, like, cut it out, sis. Like, let's not go there. So she runs up on me. Of course, the guys, they hold her back. She's like screaming like, let me get her, let me get her. So I'm like, yeah, ho, like, let her get me. Let her get me. Like, let her get me. Like, she not gonna get me. Like, let her get me. So the boys are yelling at me and they're telling me like, go home, like, just go home, like, go home. Amanda's at the car. Busted Back is standing right near me. So Amanda's like, come on, like, Amanda's she's a taunter. Like, she likes to taunt people after fights. So she was like, come on, Irene, come on, Busted Back. She said, I done already whooped 2 of them hoes' asses. We good. We still going to Jack in the Box? Because you guys remember I told y'all we were supposed to go to Jack in the Box after like, after the party. But that whole situation happened. So she's like, we still going to Jack in the Box? Yeah, bitch. And she's just taunting Cynthia. She was like, yeah, ho. She was like, you gonna know next time to keep your mouth out of situations that don't got nothing to do with you. I just whooped your ass and now we're about to go to Jack in the Box. Like, she's literally screaming that across the street. And Cynthia's like, you didn't get one hit in. Like, Cynthia's screaming back to her. She was like, okay. She was like, but let me tell you something, little girl. She said, you got hurt. She said, because your little stupid friend over there cried and went home. At least your dumb ass tried to fight me. Like, she's talking shit. So the boys are screaming at me and Busted Back. They're like, go home, like, go home. So we end up going home. Not going home. We end up getting in the car. So we in the car, like, Amanda, she's laughing. She's like, like, she's laughing and shit like that. We end up going to Jack in the Box. Why? Because, bitch, I'm a big bitch and I'm still gonna eat. Okay? Okay. So we go to Jack in the Box. We get our order. Some other shit happened at Jack in the Box. We got into it with the lady with and I know some people have been like, man, Irene, you was a menace. We got into it with the Jack in the Box lady because she was really, really just playing. Like, when I tell you she was trying to be funny, and it's like, you trying to be funny, we could be hilarious. Like, we get the Jack in the Box, we in the Jack in the Box line. I don't know what it is, but like, I just know, like, in Houston, Jack in the Box, it don't matter what Jack in the Box I go to in Houston, they're all unprofessional. So we get to the Jack in the Box, the lady, she not even talking on the intercom or whatnot, so we keep saying like, hello, hello, like, she not speaking. I kid you guys not, after like, I'm gonna say 2 minutes of us saying hello and nobody speaking, we end up pulling up to the window, because we're the only ones in the line. Like, nobody else is in the line. So we end up pulling up to the window. It's some African lady, and we're like, I'm like, mind you, I'm the one who drove. So I'm like, did you not hear us on the intercom? She was like, no. Like, she had an attitude. She was like, no, I didn't. And I was like, okay, well, we were on the intercom for like 2 minutes and we was trying to order and nobody was saying nothing. She was like, but she was African, but like, you could tell she was like first generation African, like she was born here. Cause like, she didn't have an accent, but I could tell she was African, cause a lot of Africans can tell when somebody's African. Like, it's a certain look. Well, not all the time. Sometimes I'll be getting it wrong, but for the most part, I could tell when the girl is African. And mind you, she looked like I'm not gonna say our age, cause like at that time we were like 17. I think I was like 17, and I think Busted Back and what's this girl name, Amanda, was like 16, 15, but I'm gonna say this girl was probably in her 20s, like her early 20s. Oh, she's like, well, I didn't hear y'all. And I was like, yeah, like we was on the intercom talking. So Amanda was like, I was like I literally just put my hand, because Amanda's in the back. I'm like, because I'm like, bitch, we didn't had enough of you for today, because y'all, I knew that this situation wasn't over with, and I knew that I was gonna have to fight. Like, I just, in my spirit, I knew that I was gonna have to fight somebody because of what Amanda did. So I was just like, be quiet. Like, you didn't already cause enough ruckus. Just sit your ass in the back. So she's like, well, I didn't hear y'all. I'm like, okay, well, can we order? She's like, if y'all want to order, y'all gotta go to the intercom. Don't piss me off, bro. The intercom that we just came from, that we said hello 20 times, we gotta go back. So I'm like, so I start going off on her. I'm like, nah, we're not going to the intercom. But mind you, y'all, I'm like, how can I say what I'm trying to say? Like, tension is already in the building. Like, Amanda already done fought. Like, everybody stressed out. Like, everybody on 10 type shit. So when she was doing what she was doing, I don't even think like she deserved it looking back at it. But I just feel like she was trying to be funny. And so too much had happened for her to be trying to be funny, okay? So I'm like, well, you need to figure out, da da da. I was like, you need to figure out. I was like, because we went to the intercom, da da da. She was like, okay, well, what do you want to order? Like, you could tell, like, she didn't want to deal with, like, that yelling shit. So she was like, okay, well, what do y'all want to order? So we get the ordering. We order our Jack in the Box. Mind you, Amanda, she talking. I'm like, Amanda, stop talking, because I don't want this lady to come and spit in our food. But y'all, I was watching that bitch like a hawk. Like, I'm talking about, I didn't move my car up a little bit, and I'm watching her through the window like, make sure this hoe don't spit in my food type shit, because we didn't yet went off on her. So we didn't order nothing serious. Like, I think we ordered some tacos. Y'all know them tacos that be $1 at Jack in the Box? And I think we ordered off of the Munchies menu too. Like, we didn't really order nothing serious. So I get to park in my car. I eat. I'm hungry as hell. Like, we eating. We talking about the situation. Amanda talk about some, like, I don't understand why, like, you would let people disrespect you, Irene, da da da. And I'm looking at Amanda like, that's not the point. The point of the matter is, like, you don't know the situation, and you putting yourself in something that you know nothing about, and you about to have me out here looking a fool because of what you did type shit. You know, it don't have nothing to do with me being scared of nobody. Like, I'm not scared of nobody. Like, but like, at the same time, if Ashton didn't say nothing to me, I wasn't gonna say nothing to Ashton. Like, you don't know that I already then pulled up to church and checked the other friend. Like, you don't know none of this. Like, you don't know nothing. You don't even know why I'm arguing with Ashton. Like, you just want to fight just to fight type shit. And then you want to turn around and talk about something. You don't know why I'm acting scared. I'm not acting scared. Like, I'm trying to be smart and diligent about, like, my moves with these girls. These African girls run in a pack. They have a pack-like mentality. Like, and I didn't really have, like I said, I had a lot of friends in high school. It's funny because as much as people hated me, I had a lot of people that liked me too. But at the same time, the people who liked me were not about that life to get out there and be fighting. The only friend that I had back then that was like about that life was Zebra. Zebra was the only friend that I had back then that was about that life and that would get out there with me and fight. And around that time, I'm not gonna say me and Zebra fell out, but like we had just rekindled our friendship again after not talking for some months, and I have a story time about that. So like I didn't want to put Zebra in my mess, if you get what I mean. Like we just became cool again. So I didn't really have a lot of people backing me up in my corner, so I wanted to be smart about my moves, and she wasn't getting that. Like it just wasn't processing in her head. So we end up eating our food and we end up going home, right? When me and Amanda are talking about the situation, Busted Back don't say nothing. She not saying nothing. She not really like, she don't really say nothing. So bitch, I get home around like, I'm gonna say 3 a.m. I get home around 3 a.m, go to sleep. Bitch, you know me, I'm getting my little beauty rest. I need to get my beauty rest so I can remain beautiful. But I can't sleep because the phone keep going zun, zun. Mind you, I put my phone underneath my pillow. Always have, always will. I don't want to hear nothing about no radiation. We all gonna die someday. So I put my phone underneath my pillow or whatnot. And I just keep hearing zun, 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 zun. Zun, zun. I'm looking like, mind you, not only am I hearing zun, zun, I'm hearing people calling me. Like, people is blowing down the phone, like blowing the phone down. And y'all, this is back when Do Not Disturb was not a thing. This is like 2015 era, like 15, I think. Do Not Disturb was not a thing at all, like at all. I think Do Not Disturb came in like 2017, I think, or 2016, the ending of 2016. Do Not Disturb was not a thing, to say the least. So all my notifications, I was getting it. Like, it was, my phone literally just kept going off and off and off. So it got to the point where I picked up my phone and I ended up putting my phone on the counter. Like, you know, like, and I ended up like just silencing it. I ended up putting my phone on the counter. I thought I silenced it, but I guess I didn't, because the hoe was still going zun, zun, zun on the counter. So at this time, it's like 10 a.m.-ish. So I get on the phone, y'all. Busted Back is blowing my phone down. Like, when I say blowing my phone down, like, she's like, answer, what are you doing? Answer, why are you not answering? Answer. She's calling me, like, she's blowing my phone down. So I end up calling Busted Back, and I'm like, yeah, what's up? And she was like, girl, where have you been? Mind you, I forgot to add, y'all, if y'all have not watched all my other videos, y'all would know that by this time I got fired from McDonald's. Yeah, I already told that story time. Y'all gotta go look for it. I got fired from McDonald's at that time. So I was not working at McDonald's no more. And if you guys remember, I told you guys that I met Busted Back by working at McDonald's. Busted Back was still working at McDonald's, and so was Amanda. They were still working at McDonald's. They had work the next morning. Both of them had work like around 8 a.m. or whatnot. So they went into work. So when Busted Back was calling me, it was weird, because I was just like, I was just awesome, like, no, I'm lying. Amanda had work. Busted Back did not have work. She didn't have work. So when Busted Back was calling me, I was just like, why is Busted Back calling me like early this morning? It was like 10 a.m. I was like, why is Busted Back calling me? So she's like, bro, like, what have you been doing? I'm like, Busted Back, it's 10 a.m. Like, what do you mean, what have I been doing? We didn't get home till 3. Like, I've been sleeping. She was like, you not seeing your notifications? Again, I've been sleeping. So I'm like, no, I've been sleeping. She's like, girl, let me tell you what they did. She was like, girl, y'all, let me tell you what they did. They pull up to McDonald's. I'm guessing Ashton's, I'm gonna just say Ashton and her friends, okay? I'm guessing, and then I'm gonna name the other girls like as the story continues. I'm guessing Ashton and her friends thought that I still worked at McDonald's. They knew I worked at McDonald's, but they didn't know I got fired. They knew that I worked at McDonald's, and I don't know, maybe somebody told them that Amanda and Busted Back work at McDonald's too. They pulled up to McDonald's, I'm gonna say like 13 deep, like 13 deep, I kid you not. And my old manager that I hated so much, this Hispanic guy, they basically asked him, like, when they pulled up, like, they were screaming outside from what I heard. I heard they were screaming. So my manager already kind of off rip knew something was off. So before they were able to get to the door, he stood outside and he was like, what's the issue? Like, is there anything going on? Like, did I get you, like, how may I help you type shit? And they're basically like, where's Irene? They're asking for me. So they're like, where's Irene? So the manager's like, Irene don't work here no more. So I'm guessing they thought that the manager was trying to protect me. So the girl, one of Ash's friends, she was like, don't fucking play with me. Where's Irene? So he said again, Irene don't work here no more. So they get the screaming, y'all. Like, I heard that they started screaming. So what the manager did was he ran inside and he locked the front door to the McDonald's. So they get the screaming. They're like, where's Irene? Where's her friends? They're asking of Busted Back and Amanda. They get the screaming. So I guess he hears them asking of Amanda. I don't know how they found out Amanda's name, but they asking like, where's Amanda? Like, where's Irene? Da, da, da. Like, they're screaming at the door, y'all. They said customers in the morning that was in the lobby was just looking. Like, it was a lot. And so my manager was like, if y'all don't get from the door, I'm gonna call the police. Like, mind you, he's talking to them from inside the store. They're on the outside. They're banging on the door, y'all. I'm guessing that Amanda hears them calling for her name. So Amanda wanted to do something like, I heard your bitch was looking for me. Bitch, here I go. Like, she done pulled up. Y'all, she done pulled up to the front. So Amanda, mind you, y'all, somebody recorded it. To this day, I don't know who recorded the video. Like, you can literally see Ashlyn and her friends, like, banging on the window of the McDonald's door. Like, they're going ham, they're screaming, like they're kicking the door in. Like, it's a lot. You literally, somebody recorded Ashlyn and them, then they turned the camera to Amanda. Why Amanda putting up her gang sign? Amanda's like, ah, yeah, ah, yeah. Amanda is putting up her gang sign, like, and I'm not about to demonstrate, but y'all should just imagine what I'm trying to tell y'all. So she's like, ah. Mind you, Ash is in the very front, like, she's banging on the door. So she's like, ah, you ain't got your squad. You ain't got your squad. Bitch, I had you crying last night. Ah, y'all weak as hell, man. Y'all weak. So Busted Back is telling me all this. Like, she's telling me everything that happened. Then at the end, like, everything I told y'all, she's telling me. Then at the end, she ends up sending me the video to, like, show proof of, like, that this shit really happened. So I'm watching the video and she's like, they're looking for you. Like, they're looking for you. I told Busted Back, I said, oh, okay. I said, what time is it? I'm childish. I said, what time is it? She said, I'm gonna say, like, let's say it was like 10:30. She's like, it's like 10:30. I said, I'll be up in an hour. Cause bitch, I'm not gonna rush my sleep. What? Y'all not about to rush my sleep? Bitch, I didn't get home till 3. I'm going back to sleep, okay? I'm not rushing to a fight. Who rushes to a fight? Not me. Not me. Bitch, I told her, I said, okay, all right, I'll be up in an hour. I said, I'm about to go take a nap. He was like, what you talking about? I'm like, I'm about to go take a nap. Mind you, I kid you guys not, I'm talking in that tone. Cause it's like, let's go. Like, I'm not scared. Like, let's go. After I wake up, I'm going to take a nap. So I end up, like, you know, telling her, like, I'm tired. Like, I told her, I started talking in my normal voice and I'm like, look, Busted Back, I'm tired. I said, we didn't get home to 3 p.m. I said, I'm about to go back to bed. I'll wake up. If they want to set up a fight, they can set up a fight when I wake up, but I'm going to bed. And we're going to stop the story time right here, y'all, because, yeah. But, yeah, y'all, if you guys like this story time, this is actually a very, I don't know. I dread telling this story time because so much shit happened. But if you guys like this series, y'all let me know down below. I don't know. I would say that this is one of my favorite series. But I do like the McDonald's series with Chuck. I feel like no series is topping that Chuck series because Chuck was a, Chuck. And, oh, I usually don't address comments anymore because whatever you want to say, whatever. But somebody in the comments, because I had told a story time about Chuck a couple of months ago, and somebody in the comments said that it's giving that I had a crush on Chuck but never wanted to admit it. Y'all, I never had a crush on Chuck. Like, never. Like, I guess they said from the, like, when I talk about Chuck, like, I smile a lot and I'm like, look at happy. Y'all have to understand, like, that was my dog. Like, that was like my freaking dog. Like, Chuck was my guy type shit. Like, I never had a crush on Chuck, never wanted to mess with Chuck. If I wanted to mess with Chuck, I could have. Like, he tried so many times to be like, come on, Irene, we might as well have sex, we're friends, da da da. I shut that shit down. Like, no, because I didn't like Chuck. Chuck wasn't even my type, okay? But yeah, back to this story. I would say that this series is one of my favorite series to talk about, but the Chuck series was also very good. But y'all let me know if you guys have watched the Chuck series, and if you guys have watched this series, y'all let me know which one do y'all like better. Like, y'all let me know down below. Also, if you guys have not liked the video, as I stated before, it helps me a lot when you guys like the video. I think I told you guys this about 2 story times ago, and y'all gave me way more likes than I usually get, and I do want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, guys. I appreciate it a lot. You guys are helping me out a lot. I love you guys so much. Like, y'all don't understand how much I love you. I love y'all so much. I love reading y'all's comments. I love hearing y'all's feedback. So yeah, y'all definitely should comment down below and let me know how y'all feel about this story time. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.